So one of my favorite fighters, he doesn't have to be your favorite fighter, but he's my favorite. He's one of my favorites. Israel Adesanya is back in camp. He's training. He's posting footage. He's back. He's active. Hasn't been a great ride for Adesanya fans. I respect the Dricus win. I respect how Dricus won it, And Izzy is looking pretty washed, but I still believe in him. He's back. And he says he's got to fight. I think I'm almost 85% sure that Adesanya will be fighting Imamov next. I think Imamov should fight Strickland because I don't think Strickland deserves a title shot against Dricus anymore after Khamzat beat Whitaker. I think Khamzat should fight Dricus next, and then Strickland should fight Imamov. But I think the UFC will make Imamov versus Adesanya. I think it's a good fight. I like both guys. I obviously like Adesanya more, but I do think Imamov is a great fighter, and I think Imamov proved that to me after I saw his fight against Brendan Allen. Because Allen was fucking shooting takedown after takedown, trying to bring this fight to where he's good at, with the jiu-jitsu, with the grappling. And Imamov wasn't having one of them. I mean, I think Brendan Allen did get one takedown, but Allen shot 15 takedowns and only got one or two at most. Imamov was sprawling like a motherfucker, bro. And I loved it. I loved it from Imamov. And that made me a budding fan of Imamov, man. It really has, because and not just that, his striking too is really good. I like his 1-2s. I like his straight punches, especially for him being a longer fighter. I like the way he strikes. So I think this is a good fight to make. I think it's the fight to make at middleweight. I think it's a banger. I think it's a close fight, and I think it's a tough fight. And I like Imamov in the fight. I still like Adesanya better, but I'm not trying to disregard Imamov at all because, again, this guy looks good on the feet. I don't think this fight will go to the ground at all. The only way it does is if Imamov wants to bring it to the ground and he starts shooting for takedowns. Other than that, I know Izzy won't, because Izzy's just not a grappler. He's not a ground game guy. He's a striker. So this fight will play out on the feet. It'll be competitive. It'll be rangy. I think it'll be a striking masterclass. I think it'll be a back and forth, and I think it will most definitely go to a decision. If not, it'll go to the final round. Izzy, is a all-time great, a UFC legend, absolutely, possibly the middleweight GOAT, after a lot of heavy consideration. I love him. I think he's so entertaining, and I think he's done so much for the UFC. I think he's, I've said this in a video a long time ago, and I got so much fucking hate for it. I don't give a fuck. I'm an Izzy fan. I think he's done a lot. He may not be a fucking saint. I don't think anybody is. But I think he's done wonders for the organization, and I think he is very inspirational. And I think he's just really fun to watch as well. Most times. The recent times, no. Like I said, he may be washed. I don't really know. I still love him. But I will not, say that he's absolutely not washed at all. Certain things he's showing don't look too encouraging. But hopefully he can bring a great package to his fight with Imamov. Hopefully he could look like the Adesanya of old. I'm not too sure. Imamov, again, has really nice 1-2s. And I think those straight punches are something that could really get to Adesanya. I think Adesanya's got to really work on kicks and try to return with kicks to counter those 1-2s of Imamov. Other than that, I don't know. I think it goes, like I said, I think it's a tough fight. I think it's a lot of back and forth. I think Imamov lands a lot. I think Adesanya lands a lot. And I think it'll be pretty much a striking war, not a bloody war, because I think both fighters will try to strike at range and not get into like really heavy heated exchanges, but more so just like a sniping battle. It'll be a sniping battle. It'll be like a sniper war, you know? And it'll still be fun. It'll still be fun. But you know, it'll go down to the wire. If I had to give you guys specifics, I think Adesanya will edge Imamov out via unanimous decision, or unanimous or split decision. It'll go to a decision, and in that decision, Adesanya will edge Imamov out with his striking. Like I said, this fight will most likely not go to the ground. I think Adesanya will just land more than Imamov, or land more precisely than Imamov, or even cause more damage than Imamov. And that's what I think. That's how I think the fight will play out. I'm not disregarding Imamov. I know Imamov has really good striking. He's considered the fucking sniper, you know, so that to tell you guys something. But I think Adesanya is still there. I think prime Adesanya is still there. I don't think he's washed. I hope, you know, I hope he's not washed. And I hope he comes into this fight and just outclasses Imamov and just fucking challenges for the belt again. You know, just screams for another title shot. Hopefully that's what happens. But anyway, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, subscribe. I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next.